Alright, today we're looking at Final Fantasy Tactics for the PSP. This game originally came out on the PlayStation. It was one of my favorite games on the system, and pretty much one of the only reasons I needed to get the PSP. And this is pretty much the same game that was on the PlayStation. They have added quite a few extra things to it though. So after selecting the name and the birthday of your character, you're treated to one of the game's brand new cutscenes. Now, I love the art direction on these. However, there's something weird that they do with all the cutscenes. They do like this dramatic pause. Well, not in all of them. There's like 13 cutscenes in all. I think in like 10 of them they have that like dramatic pause where it goes black for a minute and silent. You know, not really a negative. It's just something interesting to note. And the story of this game, I'm not going to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Basically, the king dies. The two successors to the throne are too young to claim the crown, and the dukes end up fighting over, you know, over the land and over the crown. And Ramza, in the process, Ramza, who's your main character, in the process of saving someone who's been kidnapped, gets caught up in the struggle. You know, that's the short end of it. It's actually a very good story. It's one of my favorites. I'd put it right up there with games like Persona 4 and Xenogears. Now, there is one problem with the game. I don't know why it's there, but the special attacks and magic abilities, they all have slowdown. I have no idea why. And what's interesting is hackers, actually before this game came out, they had put the original Final Fantasy Tactics, you know, through an emulator on the PSP, and it runs perfectly. So I don't know why the slowdown exists on this version, and yeah, it's a shame because this is an excellent game otherwise. So if you've never played one of these, it's basically like Final Fantasy meets chess. You take turns moving around a grid-style map. Of course, you know, whoever moves first is based on whoever has the higher speed, and you know, you use magic, special attacks, physical attacks, items, all sorts of stuff. And for every attack you land, you gain not only experience points, but also job points. And for every 100 experience you earn, you level up, which of course enhances your abilities. And then the job points are used after battle. You use them to unlock new skills. They've added lots of extra things to this game. For one, there's a multiplayer option which you can do locally with your friends or online through your PS3 or through something called X-Link Kai. They've added extra character slots. I think the original you could only have 16 characters. Now you can have 24, which is excellent. There's a couple new classes in this game, Onion Knight and Dark Knight. There's also two new characters. There's Luso from Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2, and Balthier from Final Fantasy XII. They've also totally redone the script in this game, which is excellent because the original translation left a lot to be desired. They fixed that up greatly in this one. It's kind of a Middle English feel. And the thing I love most about this game is just the insane amounts of customization you can have for all your characters. You know, you of course have your primary abilities that are whatever class you choose for your character. However, you can add secondary abilities which will let you use something from another job. There's also support, reaction, movement abilities. So there are lots of ways you can create your party and each individual character. And it's very easy to put like hundreds of hours into this, just, you know, being super obsessive about how you want your party to, you know, how you want them to be set up. This game also has an outstanding soundtrack, one of my favorites in the series. Sound effects on this version didn't turn out too well. They sound kind of tinny at times. I'm not sure why. Again, it goes kind of with the whole slowdown thing. And, you know, sometimes the spells and the sound effects don't actually sync up too well because of the slowdown. So this is an outstanding game. It was outstanding on the PlayStation 1, still amazing today. First strategy RPG I ever played, and actually still the best, in my opinion. The only game that really came close to it for me was Disgaea on PSP again. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Amazing game. Definitely check it out if you have the chance. And thank you for watching. See you guys next time.